This is Hannibal from the Hannibal TV.com with a movie review of Quentin Tarantino's latest film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I saw last night. The movie is nearly 3 hours in length, so this will not be a very detailed review. It was good overall. I actually enjoyed it overall, mainly for the scene at the end where all the killing occurs. I'll get into that more later. There were some boring parts. There were some parts of it where I'm not sure exactly why they included them in the movie. But overall, I did really like it. There's a lot of star power in this. Leonardo DiCaprio, I would say, is the lead, playing a film actor that I guess isn't happy with his career at the moment, and he's working on making it better. And Brad Pitt was his stunt man, and I guess he now can't drive because too many DUIs. So now that Pitt's not getting as many stuntman jobs for him, he's driving him around. And they're basically friends, and Pitt is basically almost like a driver slash butler for him in some ways. But Brad Pitt's the best character in the movie. Al Pachino also makes appearances. This movie has a lot to do with movie making. They show a lot of scenes of DiCaprio actually playing his role as an actor. Some of them went on a little long. Some of them did get boring. I did like a part where they filmed some stuff at the Playboy Mansion. There's a lot of attractive females in this movie, which I always like. There was one scene of one of the females, I don't even remember her name. She was an actress going to a theater, watching herself in a movie, and nothing really came to much of her character in the end. So I don't know really why they spent time on that, but I'm not the director of it, so he had his reasons. There was a group of hippies that I guess were the bad guys in the movie that they alluded to as being Charles Manson's crew of crazies living on an old movie making set, which Brad Pitt visited. He picked up one of the girls, which was hitchhiking, and at one point when he's on the ranch, he violently beats up one of the hippie males who slashed one of his tires. There's also a scene on a movie set where Bruce Lee and Brad Pitt get into it, and then Brad Pitt gets kicked off of the movie set. So there was some violent moments in it. The best thing by far is, I guess what happened was the hippies were going to murder two couples that were friends in a different house, the neighbors of Leonardo DiCaprio. They end up parking in DiCaprio's driveway, which is like a long driveway, I'm guessing in the Hollywood Hills. He comes out, screams at them, tells them to get off the property, and then they realize who he is after they get off the property, and then they change their mind and decide to kill Leonardo DiCaprio instead. And when they go to kill Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt ends up killing them all, as well as the dog. Brad Pitt's dog assists in the killing. And DiCaprio finishes one of them off with a flamethrower that he had and knew how to use, which was at his house because he had used one in a movie. So that part is pretty funny. And by far, without question, that part of the movie is awesome. It was worth sitting through the slow moments of this movie to see that. But as I said, even though it was slow, it was interesting to me. I'm not a great actor by any stretch, but I have done some acting. So the set scenes were kind of interesting to me. and the clothes and the music I found interesting, even though it was slow at some points. There's also some funny moments in this film, including when Brad Pitt smokes an acid-laced cigarette that he bought from an attractive underage hippie, one of Charles Manson's hippie girls, and then he has a little bit of a trip. That's kind of funny, and there's some other funny moments in this film. Finally, there's also a lot of cigarette smoking and drinking in this movie, and in the credits, maybe 2 minutes into the end credits, they do a spoof cigarette ad with DiCaprio doing the ad for the cigarettes as his actor character. So you might want to sit and stay for the credits to watch that last spoof on the cigarette commercial at the end of the movie. I wouldn't recommend this movie to everyone, but definitely if you're a fan of Quentin Tarantino movies, you'll enjoy this one. And the violent scene at the end is well worth sitting through the movie for. It's hilarious and absolutely great. I'll probably watch the movie again down the road. I might get more out of it the second time. So, good movie overall. Don't know if it's my favorite one of Quentin Tarantino's, but it's up there. And Brad Pitt was definitely my favorite character in this movie. He did a great job, and DiCaprio wasn't bad either.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.